India reveals itself in more ways and colors than perhaps any other country in the world. It has now become almost a byword for diversities and extremes of every conceivable nature. Its more than 1 billion people offer a classic example of these extremes. At one end of this spectrum stands some of the world's richest, and at the other end there are some of the poorest in the world. India's tribal population lies at the bottom of this lowest segment. Most of these tribal people inhabit central and eastern parts of India. These unfortunate souls have been exposed to the modern civilization in not too distant a past. Education to them is not only unnecessary but also meaningless. They take their ailments and sufferings with baffling stoicism, for to them these are their God's wrath or the result of their karma. But the sight of human sufferings has always aroused compassion in the hearts of those who are blessed with the milk of human kindness. Rotary International is one such organization whose aim it is to provide succor to these suffering masses of our country. It is for people such as these that Rotary has devised the program called Rahat, which is an acronym derived from a unique blend of Hindustani and English languages. For the word Rahat stands for Rotary's active hands are touching. The word itself has descended from Arabic into Urdu, meaning relief. In 1996, Rotarian Vivek Krishna Tankha and Aarti Tankha had seen a presentation of Usha Sabu on a medical mission run by the Rotary in Congo. This happened to have become the forerunner of a similar endeavor successfully undertaken 4 times in the tribal-dominated state of Orissa. Madhya Pradesh too has a fair share of our tribal brethren who needed the help of Rahat no less. This, along with Usha Sabuji's presentation, further steeled the determination of the Tankhas to take up the relief work to district Mandla in Madhya Pradesh. For Mandla is surrounded by 5 other tribal-dominated districts. The die was cast. Rotarian Vivek Tankha marshaled all his skills of motivation and mobilization wherever these were needed. It was due to his persuasive power that Sri Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, felt convinced as to the noble nature of the work undertaken and its enormity. He promptly and enthusiastically offered whatever assistance the state could provide. This came in the form of a significant amount of funds and an instruction to the health officials of Mandla to ensure all possible help in this Herculean task. This proved to be a great boon. Added to this was the unstinted support of past Rotary International President Raja Sabu, who was not only highly experienced with his organizational skill, but also provided other valuable inputs. Rotarian past President Baldeep Maini, the one-man army, was the mission's Secretary General of District 3260. District 3080 was working closely with the host district. All these gentlemen and many others put their heads and hearts together. The Divisional Commissioner Sri Prabhat Parashar and the Collector of Mandla Sri K.K. Khare took personal interest and almost routinely added their efforts to make sure that the benefits of this great mission reached as many of the tribal people as possible. This greatly facilitated various functional aspects of the mission. Fortunately, Mission Mandla was not allowed to be hindered by lack of funds. District 6200 and 7490 in the USA used their good offices to find funds for the mission from DDF for matching grant in totality, since no World Fund was available. The state government also provided generous financial help. Past District Governor Vivek Tankha's significant financial contribution was evident, although he tried to play it down as if it were not there at all. The week-long mission took off on the 6th March 2010, duly inaugurated by Honorable Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Little could anyone gauge the depth of the preparations that had gone into it. In fact, weeks before the mission really took off, it was widely publicized so that maximum number of people could benefit from it. The Rotarians involved in one of the previous missions had a forgettable experience of receiving a small number of people at the mission site for want of publicity. On this account, Mission Mandla proved to be a huge success, with nearly 500,000 patients reporting with their various ailments in the span of a week. The logistics were worked out to the finest possible precision and to the minutest details. The indoor stadium of Mandla became the venue for registration of patients under the leadership of Rotarian Puneet Handa. Rotarian Manindra Daga was always there to fill in any void. One needed to see the surge of people at this point to really believe it. There was a battery of senior and renowned physicians and surgeons from Jabalpur handling nearly all kinds of jobs, whether it was registration, diagnosis, prescription, dispensation of medicines, surgery, post-surgical care, or even arranging for all the meals of the patients or their escorts. Dr. Raza, Dr. Jitendra Jamdar, Dr. Rajesh Dhiravani, Dr. Shirish Nayak, and many others worked tirelessly to alleviate the sufferings of those who came in sore need of it. There were doctors from Delhi, Chandigarh, Jammu and Kashmir, Dehradun, Indore, Bhopal and Ujjain who joined a 400-strong team of physicians and surgeons. Rotarian Raja Sabu gave to this mission one of its most enduring gifts by bringing a team of 40 doctors and Rotarians from Chandigarh. This huge army of medical experts was aided by 550 paramedics, 75 trainee students from Hitkani College of Nursing, 350 volunteers from 35 NGOs of Mandla. It was a mammoth workforce beyond one's imagination. A total of 5,708 surgeries and surgical procedures were performed. These included eyes, gynec, dental and plastic surgeries, as also ortho, general and ENT surgeries. All the others were cases related with general medicine, and the patients were given these in adequate quantity. All of them had come from as far as Chhindwara, Balaghat, Dindori, Sivni, Shahdol, and of course Mandla itself. All these are tribal districts. There were many patients whose ailments could not be taken care of in the camp. Quite a few of them were sent to better equipped hospitals in Jabalpur, and some even to Nagpur and Delhi, where they are receiving the best of care. Thus, in a sense, the camp is still going on. The patients, who were initially so incredulous, went home happy. Some with tears of gratitude streaming down their cheeks. Who, as they said, thinks of them in this callous and uncaring world? But Rotary has been there, and will always be there, to wipe away their tears and mitigate their sufferings. May God keep them safe from any harm or pain, and give to them Rahat.